fun. What if you said one sentence, clean, final, and turned to walk? No second lap, no cushion, no follow-up message softening the edge. The room holds its breath. You're already 3 steps gone. That gap between your words and your exit rewrites the script. 5 things shift before you reach the door. 2. You've lived the other version. Someone pushes. You explain. They counter. You explain harder. The debate stretches like taffy until both of you are sticky with resentment and no one remembers who asked what. Exhausting, expensive, and it trains them. Push harder, get more words. What if you snapped that wire? 3. The move is simpler than it feels. State your line once. Use calm tone, neutral face, eye contact for 2 seconds. Then pivot your body and leave the room. The chat, the call, physical or digital, doesn't matter. The principle holds. 1 clear sentence, then motion away. No lingering to see their reaction. No door half open waiting for permission to go. 4. Try phrases like these. I'm not available. That won't work for me. I've made my decision. We're done with this topic. I don't discuss that. Short, declarative. Then you move. The power isn't in the syllables. It's in the silence you leave behind and the space you refuse to fill. 5. First outcome lands fast. Your status climbs because you stop negotiating what you already decided. When you walk, you close the transaction. There's no bargaining window left open. People read that as certainty. Certainty reads as authority. You didn't yell. You didn't posture. You just refused to treat your boundary like a rough draft. 6. Picture a manager handing you another last-minute task on Friday at 4. Old you would spiral into reasons why your plate is full. Maybe offer a compromise. Maybe cave. New you says, I can't take that today. And you stand, gather your things, head for the exit. The manager's mouth opens. You're already turning the corner. What happens next? 9 times out of 10, they recalibrate. They find someone else or they wait until Monday. Your silence taught them the boundary is real. 7. Here's the test. Who gets angry when you stop explaining? That anger is the map. It shows you exactly who benefited from your old habit of overtalking. Some will respect the brevity. Others will escalate. Demand reasons, guilt trip, play victim. Let them. You're not there anymore. You left. That's the whole point. 8. Outcome 2. You reclaim time in chunks you can measure. Every explanation you don't give saves you minutes. Those minutes stack into hours by the end of the week. A relative asks why you skipped the family event. You say, I needed the day to myself, and you end the call. No apology tour. No dissertation on your mental health. 2 seconds later, you're off the line and back in your quiet. The difference between that and a 30-minute guilt marathon? Your entire Sunday afternoon. 9. People treat time like it's infinite when you keep feeding the conversation. They'll loop, repeat, rehash, because your participation signals the topic is still open. When you state once and walk, you close the file. The conversation has nowhere to go. It dies from lack of oxygen. That's not rude. That's efficient. 10. Outcome 3 arrives at the boundary line itself. Your limits become visible even to people who pretend they can't see. Explanations blur the edge. When you justify, you invite negotiation. I can't come because I'm tired, and I have errands, and maybe next time. Sounds like a soft no, which sounds like a maybe. When you say, I'm not coming, and you walk away, there's no wiggle room. The line is drawn in something heavier than pencil. 10. A teammate asks you to cover their shift again. You've done it twice already. This time you say, "No, I can't do that," and you leave the break room. They call after you. You don't turn around. What you just taught them, your no is a period, not a comma. Next time they need coverage, they'll ask someone else first. You didn't lecture them. You didn't explain your reasons. You just made the cost of asking you higher than the cost of finding another option. 11. Watch what happens when manipulation tries to land on a moving target. Guilt trips need you present. Urgency tactics need you engaged. Baiting needs your reaction. When you drop your sentence and walk, none of those hooks find purchase. 12. Outcome 4. Manipulative tactics fail more often because you cut the oxygen supply. Someone says, "If you don't stay late, the whole team suffers." That's a guilt grenade. Old, you might defend yourself, explain why you can't, negotiate a compromise. New, you says, "I'm leaving at 6, and you start packing your bag. If they push, you repeat, "I'm leaving at 6. Same words, same tone, no new information. Then you walk. The tactic collapses. Without your participation, there's no drama to sustain it. 13. Epictetus taught his students to control the response, never the person. You can't make them stop testing you. You can stop rewarding the test. Walking away after one sentence is the Stoic play. You refuse to be the fuel. The fire dies on its own. 14. Here's the psychology. People are wired to fill silence. When you stay in the room after saying no, they read your presence as an invitation to keep talking. When you leave, the silence becomes loud and definitive. It communicates, "This topic is finished." Most will accept that faster than you expect because arguing with an empty room feels ridiculous. 15. Outcome 5 is internal, and it's the one that changes your baseline. Self-respect steadies your mood. Over-explaining isn't just a social mistake. It's a negotiation you run with yourself. You think, if I just explain better, they'll understand, they'll approve, they'll stop. When you stop doing that, your mind quiets. Less rumination, less midnight replay of the conversation. You feel denser, grounded. Calm stops being a lucky accident and starts being your resting state. 16. Think of it this way. Every time you justify yourself, you ask for permission. Permission to leave. Permission to say no. Permission to hold a preference. When you state once and walk, you stop asking. That shift rewires something deep. You begin to believe your own authority. Your yes becomes a promise. Your no becomes a wall. People feel that shift before you do. 17. Now the practical part. How do you do this without burning bridges or coming off cold? Pair your sentence with courtesy, not apology. That won't work for me. Appreciate you thinking of me. I'm not available. Thanks for the invite. I don't share that. Hope you understand. Then you move. Polite and firm. The courtesy lives in the tone and the acknowledgement, not in the endless softening. 18. If someone you value pushes back 3 times, use the broken record technique with zero attitude. They say, "But why can't you make it?" You say, "I can't make Thursday." They try again. "It would mean a lot if you came." You say, "I hear you. I can't make Thursday." One more. "Just this once?" You say, "I understand. I can't make Thursday." Same answer. Calm delivery, no new data. Then you exit the conversation. The storm passes faster than you think because they realize the wall isn't moving. 19. 2 mistakes to avoid. First, don't weaponize this. If a decision genuinely needs context for safety or collaboration, offer facts without defending yourself. "We can't ship today because the server's down" is clarity, not self-justification. Second, don't punish curiosity. If someone asks an honest question, you can inform without pleading. I prefer not to share reasons. Here's the plan going forward. The line between educating and defending is intent. You know which one you're doing. 20. Start small. Pick one arena for the next 24 hours. Work requests, family questions, or text threads. Use the 2-second rule. When asked for something, count to 2 in your head. State your answer in 1 sentence, then end the interaction. Put the phone down. Close the laptop. Leave the room. If you slip and start explaining, stop mid-sentence. You're allowed to correct in real time. Let me keep it simple. I'm not available. 21. What you're training is posture, the kind you feel in your spine, not the kind you fake for a photo. When you stop explaining, you stop negotiating your right to be clear. Your time gets expensive. Your words carry weight because they're scarce. Respect doesn't arrive with fanfare. It gathers quietly, like a tide you notice only when you look back and see how far the water's moved. 22. Here's your test for the next 7 days. Every time you're about to justify a decision, ask yourself, did they ask for reasons, or am I offering them as a defense? If it's defense, stop. Say your sentence. Walk. Let the silence do the rest of the work. 23. 1 sentence, then motion. That's the whole technique. If this sharpened your frame, subscribe to What If Stoicism so you don't miss the next experiment. Hit like if you're ready to test it today. Write 1 sentence power in the comments to mark your start. Then close this app, go try it once, and notice what shifts. The next video waiting for you. What if you paused 3 seconds before every reply? Tap it now. Walk toward your calm.